Welcome! What you are about to witness is a variety of victories where Mike Tyson, at the peak of his career, did not shy away from facing true giants of the ring who arrogantly believed that, because of their stature, he wouldn't have the strength to crush them. I recommend discretion. The images you are about to see are not for the faint-hearted. Content: Mike Tyson versus Alfonso Ratliff. On September 6, 1986, Mike Tyson was in his prime and speeding toward becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history. But before reaching that milestone, he had to continue proving his strength against truly arrogant giants of the ring. One of them was Alfonso Ratliff, who, with a professional record of 21 wins, 16 by knockout, and 3 losses, thought he had a chance against the Iron Kid, Iron Mike, in the ring of the Hilton in Las Vegas. With Davey Pearl as the third man in the ring, the match began. Fight summary: Tyson pursued Ratliff throughout the first round before landing a brutal left uppercut early in the second round, sending him to the canvas.
With Mike Tyson. Well, Jose revolted. There was a right hand by Tyson. Give Mike Tyson momentum. You ask for problems. A left and a right behind it. No knockdown.
Ratliff, showing resilience, or stubbornness, managed to get to his feet at the count of 9, only for Tyson to pounce on him as soon as the match resumed, unleashing a flurry of punches, leaving him no option but to try to escape through the ropes. A deadly right hook rocked Ratliff once again, followed by a series of punches Tyson capped off with an abominable left hook, sending him back to the canvas.
Davey Pearl looking very closely. And that's all. It's over.
With Ratliff on all fours, Pearl knew he had to call the fight without even starting the safety count. Mike secured his 27th consecutive victory, the 25th by knockout, at 1 minute and 41 seconds of the second round. Mike Tyson versus Michael Spinks. Fast forward to June 27, 1988. Iron Mike already held the heavyweight titles of the World Boxing Council, the World Boxing Association, and the International Boxing Federation, while Spinks still retained the title from the legendary The Ring magazine. But he would soon realize that reaching those titles was not the hardest part of his journey to glory. It was maintaining them. In his quest to become the undisputed champion, Tyson had also become the #1 enemy of all fighters brave, or bold, enough to take their chance. More than stealing the crown, they sought to make history as the man who defeated the young knockout machine, Mike Tyson. In the ring of the Convention Hall in Atlantic City, once and for all, as the match was titled, Michael Spinks, also undefeated, faced his destiny. As a result of this clash, the undisputed heavyweight champion would rise over the shattered undefeated record of the loser. With Frank Cappuccino as the third man in the ring, the do-or-die duel began. Fight summary: from the very beginning, Tyson's signature aggression of the era dictated the pace of the fight.
Give him a little movement. In.
Despite the warnings from his team, Spinks seemed more interested in clinching with Tyson than executing a practical retreat. This proved to be his defining mistake. In a break, as Spinks stepped back, a brilliant left uppercut mercilessly snapped his head backward. Spinks was still reacting when a daring, short, spinning right hook struck him just below the heart. Tyson had aimed to kill. Spinks dropped to one knee, the first knockdown of his professional career, almost as if bowing to the absolute monarch of the division.
Moving damage.
Michael Spinks has to keep moving because every shot...
Uppercut landed inside.
He lied to Cappuccino about his condition to continue the fight, and once he received the signal, Tyson resumed his assault. Spinks tried to defend himself with his right hand, but his movements were too slow. Tyson delivered a left hook at shoulder height, bypassing Spinks's insecure right hand, which paved the way for a devastating right punch that crashed into his jaw. Spinks's eyes went blank, and his legs trembled just before he fell backward, arms outstretched. He tried to stand as Cappuccino started the count, only to collapse onto his right side. By the time Cappuccino reached the count of 10, Spinks's head rested against the lower rope. At 1 minute and 31 seconds of the first round, Tyson was crowned the undisputed heavyweight champion, securing his 37th victory, 31 of them by knockout. Mike Tyson versus Alex Stewart. Another arrogant contender who planned an easy victory against Tyson only to suffer an easy defeat was Alex Stewart. On December 8, 1990, Tyson needed to prove he was ready to return to glory. Having lost his titles to Buster Douglas, the bold fighter who bore the brunt of Tyson's pent-up fury was Alex Stewart, who thought he could kick the living legend while he was down and add a defeat to Iron Mike's record. In the ring of the Atlantic City Convention Center with Frank Cappuccino as the third man, Tyson found his way back. Fight summary. From the start, Mike gave Stewart no choice but to absorb his punches. Stewart went down 3 times before his dream of defeating the former heavyweight champion completely vanished.
Remember, Stewart. A shot to the body, another solid right hand. Stewart begins. That'll be called a slip.
A good right hand that hurt Stewart again, but Stewart is still upright.
That was a flush right hand.
At 2 minutes and 27 seconds of the first round of a fight scheduled for 10 rounds of quality boxing, Tyson redeemed himself with an imposing technical knockout victory.
That was a worthwhile grab.
He's very calculating now, Tyson. And something, or else it's just a question of a few seconds.
That'll do it.
Mike Tyson versus Bruce Seldon. Jumping to 1996, Bruce Seldon must have felt a surge of glory when he cleanly won his World Boxing Association heavyweight title. After a successful first defense, he was starting to feel comfortable wearing the crown. However, his second challenger would show him that the foundation of his throne was made of paper. On September 7th, in the ring of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Mike stepped in to reclaim what should never have ceased to be his. With Richard Steele as the third man in the ring, 12 rounds of great boxing were set to begin. Fight summary. From the opening moments, Tyson's aggressive aura became Seldon's kryptonite. He fell to the canvas the first time in a questionable manner, as replays showed the fearsome right hand Tyson threw barely grazed the top of his head.
Standing way outside. Look how you stand straight up there. Now that's not.
Nevertheless, Seldon showcased an impressive flair for acting, collapsing as if he had been struck full force. Seldon stood up at Steele's count of 6, seemingly waiting for Tyson in the corner as the latter charged forward, aiming for his head. Once within range, Tyson threw a left punch whose power was largely dissipated upon impact. Despite not being one of Iron Mike's classic bombs, Seldon dramatically hit the canvas once more. When Seldon stood again, his wobbling legs stirred pity in Steele, who stopped the match immediately out of compassion rather than mercy. At 1 minute and 49 seconds of the first round, Tyson regained the title by technical knockout in what many viewed as a farcical performance by the cowardly Bruce Seldon. So Mike Tyson versus Francois Botha. Not all the arrogant giants Tyson faced throughout his career handed him easy victories. Francois Botha, a behemoth nearly 6 feet 3 inches tall, had a real shot at defeating Tyson in 1999. But once again, in the ring of the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Tyson emanated the power of a true beast, altering the fight's outcome in the final moments. Bearing witness to this was none other than referee Richard Steele. Fight summary. The fight saw Botha ahead on all scorecards until Tyson landed a tremendous right hand that ended the bout. Tyson unleashed a right hand as Botha advanced toward him. Although it was the first moment in which Tyson became the aggressor, it was clear his power was enough to defeat the arrogant giant with a single blow.
On the head of Mike Tyson.
Botha failed to beat Steele's count. At 2 minutes and 59 seconds, Tyson secured a victory by knockout. Closing. If you've made it this far, thank you. Remember, the best way to support my content is by leaving a like on the video. Which of these matches did you find the most savage, and which victory do you think was the most glorious? Let me know in the comments.